Hi everyone. All right. So it is March 10th and it's ridiculous. It's snowing. Okay? It's snowing. We're supposed to get 6 to 9 inches. Chickens don't like it. The ground is very very wet. And it's not gonna the chickens are not gonna like the snow, the more wet of the ground. But it's pretty, but still, why? I'm here to talk about seed starting. So I have my box of seeds here. Now, I started late this year. I'm starting late. I should have started this back in February. But I have searched to see when my last frost date is, and it's on April 29th. So, not that late. I'm not that late. So, it is March. It is March 12th right now. Okay, we're in the third week, starting the third week of March, and the things that should have been started already, which I'm gonna start soon, are last week on Saturday. I should have started hot peppers, like any kind of peppers that we want. We had jalapeno peppers, cayenne peppers, chili peppers, any kind of hot peppers. Okay, these are recommended to start 8 to 10 weeks before transplanting. So basically start them 2 months before. So something that I should have started 2 days ago would be cauliflower. It says to start indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. It is pretty frost hardy. They are pretty good in the cold, but you still want to start them inside because they take a very, very long time to come. They take 60 to 85 days, so the sooner you start them, the sooner you actually have a harvest. But not too soon because they need the space as well. Okay? Another thing that I should have started yesterday, which I'm gonna probably start today or tomorrow, are strawberries. If you want to do strawberries, okay? They said to start indoors 5 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. Okay, so I'm starting them 8 weeks or 7 weeks before, as well as all my tomatoes. All tomatoes, they are good to start inside 6 to 8 weeks before planting outdoors. Okay, it says seedlings emerge 7 to 10 days at 70 to 75 degree weather. After transplanting, move to a sheltered area outside for a week. So when you start seeds, one thing you want to make sure, and it's very, very important, you make sure you do this. You want to harden them to the outside sun and outside weather. Now, when you start seed, you're gonna start them inside under a grow light, right? This grow light is has specific strength of the grow lights, or the strength of the sunny spot where you have them is different from the outside light. So what you're gonna have to do is harden them. So they have to make sure to be able to survive outside. If you put them directly outside all day, every day, they will burn and they will, it's too much sun for them, basically. So they will die. Now, you don't want that. So to prevent that from happening, anytime you start any plants indoors, you have to put them outside for like 2 hours and then 3 hours in a day, anything like that. Slowly introduce them into the outdoor elements and the outdoor sunlight. Okay? Now, like I said, it is like a week-long process. You have to do it slowly and introducing the actual full capacity of the sun. Now that is something that is very important to do. You cannot skip this step, otherwise, because no artificial lights or sunny spot in the window is compared to the full-blown lights of the sun. So it's a very important step that we have to do, and I will show you, of course, as we go along. So the next ones after I start the tomatoes, the peppers, the strawberries, and the cauliflower, I'm actually going to be starting the beets, bell peppers, and cabbage and broccoli next week on Friday. Basically 6 weeks before our last frost date, so that is when I'm going to be planting those or starting those indoors. Now, of course, not everyone's going to start these at the same time. Not everyone's going to start these. I know that some people are just planting tomatoes and peppers, other people are just planting cilantro and dill or anything like that. Other people are just planting tomatillos, and tomatillo, I can tell you right now, let's see here, tomatillo says start in 6 weeks before last frost date. So basically I can start them today as well, tomatillos. Okay, you do want to make sure that your seedlings do not get leggy. If they get leggy or they start growing really, really long, that's a bad thing. It's because there's not enough sun, there's not enough light. So you need to make sure that there's enough light. Okay? If you don't want to start these seeds indoors, that is completely your option. That is completely a personal choice. I, in the beginning, did not start seeds indoors by myself. I used to buy all the plants. Doesn't mean that if the plants are on sale at the store, it doesn't mean it's time to buy them and put them outside. No. You have to remember that the plants that they have at the stores have been grown in a different environment, have been grown in a different temperature. So they will be affected. You can buy them, keep them indoors until it is time to plant them outside. It does not mean it's time to plant them outside if they show up in the stores. No. I don't want you to waste your money like that. But I started seeds in order to save some money and planting some things that I thought are hard to find. Like purple tomatillos are actually really hard to find around here. They're not easy. I haven't seen these in any of the stores to buy these. Green tomatillos, yes, I have found them and I have no problem with them. But the purple ones, I haven't found any. Also, some specific tomatoes. Like I have some specific tomatoes here that I really like. I like the Tigerella tomatoes, which are striped with orange and red. These are really cool. They look so pretty and they actually taste really good. Moneymaker tomatoes they're regular tomatoes, but they're very prolific. There's a lot of tomatoes on the one plant, so these are good ones. Beefsteak tomatoes, these are huge tomatoes that you can buy, and I've had some that weigh up to about 2 pounds. It was crazy. My largest one was 2 pounds. So those were good. Roma tomatoes, I've always loved those. Cherokee purple tomatoes. Now, the Cherokee purple tomatoes, they taste really good. They do look odd because they're a dark purple. They almost look black, but they're actually really dark purple. And it's just really, really cool tomato to make food with. And it adds a really cool visual to your dinner or to your food. And also, what happens to affect the tomato flavor is I also plant marigolds with my tomatoes. It is said, I can't tell you this for sure or 100%, but it is said that marigolds make the tomatoes sweeter. Now, I plant them because it deters bugs from tomatoes. It helps keep insects and some of the pests away from tomatoes from the bottom. And if it helps with making them sweeter, it's great. But I can't tell you for sure if they do or don't, because I have always planted marigolds with my tomatoes, so I have never had anything different. So yeah. So we look forward to 2023 garden. This is the one thing that sucks about having chickens in Wisconsin. So wet, so much snow. here. Chickens are nice and warm in here. Hello, Miss Cotton Bottom. The little ones got some food in here for them to eat. The light heater's on. They don't want to go outside. It's kind of cold today. But they're okay. Water is fine, it's not freezing. Their food is a good supply. They have a food source inside the coop in case they don't want to come out, but they do have to come out for the water. Water is, I'm constantly adding new water and making sure it's clean, making sure it's melted and not frozen. Due to the unfortunate tragedies over this winter and it getting so cold, I have lost about 4 or 5 chickens to the cold, and I have a total of 6 chickens now, including 1 rooster and 5 females, 2 little ones and 3 big ones. Now, Mrs. Cotton Bottom's still there, Karen is still there, and one of the chicks that turned out to be a rooster, he's the one that's actually alive. Unfortunately, we lost little Roo. He will be missed. But I think the coop is holding up great. No predators have tried to come in or break through or anything like that. Nothing has gotten to the chickens, and the chickens are fine. The heater is on in the coop in case they want to come in, stay in or come out. The heater's on at night as well, just because the temperatures have dropped below -10 around here. So, yeah. You didn't see the rooster in the coop today because he has succumbed to an injury type thing. Okay, so I guess during the time when it was freezing outside, he must have stepped in water or something, but his legs kind of cramped up and he has been having a lot of trouble coming back to normal. He wasn't able to walk. He would just lay on the floor and just sit there, and so I brought him inside in hopes to see if I can work with him and fix him somehow. I was advised to put the legs in warm water, so I've been doing that for every 2 or 3 days. I've been doing it, letting him sit in water for a little bit. Here he is. I cover him so he's not too loud. Hello. Okay, he's got food and he's got water, and we're gonna put him in a little bit of water so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So just to show you. Okay, so as you can see, he won't put his feet in. He tries to walk, he won't stand up. He won't stand to put his feet in. So what we do now is we put his feet in warm water and just let him sit there for a little bit, and hopefully his ligaments loosen up and stretch. He can put his legs down. Now he hasn't been doing that because, according to what I was told, they kind of like froze, like stiffened up, and they stayed. So that's why he's not putting in his legs. But hopefully with this, he will be able to put his legs in and be able to go outside again. But hopefully this works. If it doesn't work, I don't know what we're gonna do. Enjoying the bath. Now that it's been a few minutes, time to take him out and let him relax a little. him in the corner of the box, so he has to work to get to the food and the water. Yeah. So here I am with the rooster, giving him his little water treatment. He's still not putting in his leg. A few days later, we're still doing it. He's still not putting in it. He's putting one leg in, just not the other. He's having trouble. Instead of not putting both, now he's putting one. He is still trying to put his legs in, and he is still eating and drinking with no problem. So he's not unhealthy. Now the kids have come to put a name to him, which I think it's adorable. I told them not to, but they've come to name him. We recently went on vacation to Florida. Went to go to Miami with a few friends. We went with the Randolphs, Tia and Jordan, as well as Rutier. Now we call Rutier Rudy because it's short, and my children have become very fond of that name and decided to name the rooster Rudy. So they named him Rudy the Rooster. And every morning they say, "We have to check on Rudy, we have to check on Rudy." I think it's funny because on vacation they grew very fond of the name Rudy. So, Rutier, if you're listening, we got a rooster named after you.